Good morning, Tennessee Valley. Welcome to the show. My name is Matthew Tolbert, your host for today. Matt Ryerson is still out one more week, but he will be back next week, and I know we are all looking forward to that. And in my seat sitting next to me, Sarah Anderson, my co-host. How are you?
I'm doing well this morning. How are you, Matt?
I'm doing very well. Notice I have a goatee today.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
I was watching the Oscar. Oh, thank you. Yeah.
I'm sorry. It looks great. Your facial hair. Fantastic.
You're being sarcastic.
No, never.
Okay. No, I was watching the Oscars last night, and I saw Brad Pitt had a goatee.
The night before last?
Right, the night before last.
Sunday night.
Brad Pitt had a goatee.
Yes, he's changing things up a little.
Robert Downey Jr. had a little bit of a weird-looking goatee.
And he was, that weird sketch they did was funny.
He was kind of
awkward.
Weird.
Well, of course.
And then there were a lot of Hollywood actors had goatees, so I figured, you know what?
I think that's the facial
cool.
hair of the season.
Let's do it. Next week is going to be different, though.
Really? What is next week?
I'm not going to tell you. It's going to be...
Please don't go mustache only.
Well, no. Did you see the not Jack Black, Zach Galifianakis and Bradley Cooper? They had a mustache with some scruff.
Yeah, I was actually pointing out to my friend that watched with me that Zach looked very scruffy Sunday evening.
I think I might.
It was a lot of scruff.
I think I might try something like that. Because Bradley Cooper, for those of you who don't know, Bradley Cooper
is gorgeous.
Is a beautiful man. Yes, he was in the A-Team. It just came out a couple years ago, and Limitless came out last year, and he's well known for Hangover, and I'm not necessarily recommending that movie, but Hangover, and so he's a very attractive man, but he was sporting a mustache with a little bit of scruff. So I think, I idolize Bradley Cooper. So. I mean, you know Bradley. You're our entertainment correspondent. So
he and Zoe, yeah.
Yeah, you know them really well. So what did you do this weekend? Did you do anything fun or interesting, or?
Well, I dog sat for a really close friend.
That's right, dog sat.
Boston Terriers, whom I love. It was wonderful.
You called them like your children or something.
Yeah, the girls.
The girls.
What they call them.
The girls.
And so I call them that too. They're great.
And what kind of dogs are these?
They're Boston Terriers.
And
I love Boston Terriers. Yeah.
Those are kind of like terriers, but they kind of have like a bulldog looking face.
They look like little baby bulldogs, but cuter.
Yeah, they are
Baby bulldogs. Yeah, I think so. They're also, they're really awkward looking. So a lot of people, they're kind of weird. They have bug eyes typically. Yeah. But I grew up with Boston, so.
Oh, really? Yeah. Now, do you have any animals now?
I have a cat that is being fostered by my roommate's brother. Because I'm not allowed to have him in my apartment. Oh. And I may or may not have gotten caught with that.
I see. What's your cat's name?
I'm a rule breaker. Gray. Because he is gray. And lots of other colors.
You are so very creative.
I really am.
No, I got rid of my cats.
Okay, when did that happen?
Back in the fall.
Okay.
I had 2 cats. They were brothers. I donated them to the Anatomy and Physiology lab. Here, I'm just kidding. I didn't do that. No, my mom and dad took them. They dissect cats at the Anatomy and Physiology lab. But my cats are still alive. Everything is fine. But that stand with my parents.
I was concerned.
But I have a dog named, interestingly enough, Ray. Not Gray, Ray.
Ray. Gray and Ray.
Yes. She's kind of a mutt. But Ryerson just got a dog.
Yes, so cute.
Yes, an Australian Shepherd.
Yeah.
And he's been writing in his article on the Daily Banner about how he's trying to take care of this dog, and they're trying to potty train a new puppy, and he is enjoying himself immensely.
I'm sure.
For all that I can understand there.
That's the best part of any animal.
Well, one great reason I think to have a dog is so you can go for walks and runs, and I take my dog sometimes up in the mountains, and I just take her off the leash and let her go and that sort of thing, and get some exercise. Get some exercise that way. There's this huge craze of fitness craze here recently. Like everybody's doing fitness. Like I was just, you were wondering, where am I going with this?
I am.
Well, it just came out of nowhere, but this last weekend I talked to a friend of mine, and he's doing this thing called CrossFit. Have you ever heard of CrossFit?
I've heard of CrossFit, yeah.
CrossFit is when you do strength exercises and aerobic exercises and all, and it's supposed to make you just immensely fit. And I was thinking, man, that is not something I want to do. It just Seems like it'd be really,
but
really hard.
I mean, you power lift.
I
so
do.
I can't imagine.
I do a lot of
the
strength
involved
training.
in that. Yeah.
So strength training is my thing, but CrossFit, like you got to do strength and you got to do this other stuff. What about you? You into any fitness type stuff?
Well, I like taking classes at the Rush. So I go and do different aerobics classes, kickboxing, Zumba, whatever they have. I'm hoping to go to Zumba tonight. But for Lent, I gave up laziness.
For Lent, you gave up laziness.
I gave up laziness, which isn't really true.
Now, Lent is L-E-N-T, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
Not for Lent, like...
Lent, yeah.
Sorry, Lent.
Lent.
For Lent, I gave up laziness.
You gave up laziness?
Well, not really.
Because for Lent, you're supposed to sacrifice something, right?
And I'm sacrificing.
And that just started this last week?
Wednesday, yeah.
Ash Wednesday, is that what it is?
Yeah. But I actually just, my goal is to do something physical every day. So, like last week, I went running. I started running with a friend, which is really, for me, like a shuffle jog. I'm not really a good runner.
So it's not really a run.
But I'm building up to it. Yes, we call it running.
It's more like
it's really
kind of a brisk walk.
Yeah, well, we walk for a certain amount of minutes and then run.
Shuffle, shuffle?
Have you heard the program Couch to 5K?
No, I have heard of that program.
That's what we're doing. So it's a great, it kind of works you into.
So you've been on your couch for so long, and then they want to put you.
I cannot even move.
You're going to run a 5K. When are you running the 5K?
We haven't set one yet. I know she's doing one. I wanted to do the color run, which is really awesome, and that's coming to Atlanta, but it's already full.
Now Ryerson is he's doing this. Biggest Loser type thing. The Y has a program that they do, a Biggest Loser program, and he got in and he's working with a trainer and he's exercising and stuff, and he's already dropped like 25 pounds.
That is awesome.
Which is fantastic. Now, he actually has won a Biggest Loser competition a couple of years ago, which I did not participate in. He won like a number of hundreds of dollars or something.
Wow.
Because everybody kind of pitched in, and he lost like 58 pounds.
That is huge.
This guy is like, I don't know, he's like a machine. When he gets going and determined to do something, you can't stop him. He just goes and goes and goes. More power to him. I'm really happy for him.
Well, did you do anything fun this weekend?
Did I do anything fun this weekend?
Or different, or I also went to Atlanta and saw a concert. I left that part out. Sorry.
Oh, you went to Atlanta and so you dog sat. You went to Atlanta,
and I watched the Oscars.
And you watched the Oscars. Well, we're gonna get to the Oscars in a little bit. I played some football this weekend.
Good.
I had a good time doing that, and then I got my DirecTV fixed. See, I don't have cable. I don't have charter cable, so literally I cannot watch this show on cable. I have to go to the internet. There's a YouTube page that you can watch this show. And so if you have friends who don't have charter, then they go ahead and do that.
Any cable.
Or any cable at all. Right. And so I had to get my DirecTV fixed. It just all messed up. Oof. And so they gave me a span of like 8 hours that they would show up. And I had no idea when that was.
During that whole,
Yeah, I had to hang out. And then they ended up showing up. And then they basically ripped my living room apart.
Oh, great.
And then put it back together. But luckily, we got everything worked out, and I was able to get it done in time so that I could watch the Oscars, which is really good. But one of the great things is I got HD TV.
Oh, no, did you not have it prior?
I didn't have it before, and I have it now. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's so different. I can't. Yeah.
I am so glad that we are not on HD, because then you'd be able to see everything.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we're going to talk about the Oscars. We have Samantha Young coming on. She's going to be talking about Rock the Relief, relief for the tornadoes, and it's a really cool idea. And then of course, the things that matter, the most important part of the day. But we'd like to take a look at our weather at this point in time, see exactly what it is. Oh my goodness gracious!
Whoa!
Oh my goodness gracious! 70s, folks. It's
toasty.
In the 70s. This week. Today is 70 with a chance of rain. Tomorrow's going to be thunderstorms. I actually saw that coming. Low of 48, and then Thursday, though, it's supposed to be a beautiful day, except really warm.
That is
And if you like the warmth, then Thursday. I'm going to stop.
Matt and we're against weather that is not seasonal.
Yes,
right. This is very
but Thursday is March, and March.
That's true. Officially, it can be 7 degrees warmer Thursday.
I would think so.
Go ahead.
I would think so. Spring is like right around the corner, so you might as well
Just embrace it. Though weren't the blizzard we had in what, 94 or 93?
Yeah, that was all
in March,
snow.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Not likely to happen this year. Not from, and I'm actually having to resign myself, and I'm saddened by this, but I'm actually having to resign myself that this year we will not have snow.
Well,
we will have no more cold weather.
What, 8 inches last year?
I know, we had tons of snow. I didn't have to go to work for a day, which is awesome.
It's true.
But we're not going to have it this year.
No snow.
Spring has come early. I don't care what Puxatawny Phil said. Spring has come early this year. And it's warm. Well, we will be right back after these messages with Samantha Young and Rock the Relief. So stick around. We'll be right back.
I'm Wes Robbins with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. When it comes to employee benefits, we've got you covered. Call me today for the best service and best solutions to your group health and employee benefits needs. At Landmark Insurance Brokerage, we've got you covered.
Hi, I'm Brittany Jackson. Join me every Wednesday night at 6:30 and midnight where we will highlight local sports, chat with coaches, and discover new tips every week. Only on In the Spotlight with Brittany Jackson.
Hyperbaric Services of East Tennessee is now open in Cleveland. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy is an incredible treatment, clinically tested for a variety of physical and neurologic conditions, including autism, migraine headaches, even sprains and injuries. It is a simple, safe, and painless process that raises a patient's oxygen level, providing an array of health benefits. So whether you're dealing with a weekend sports injury, chronic condition, or looking for anti-aging, you owe it to yourself to explore what Hyperbaric Services can do for you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dennis Ford, board certified in anti-aging medicine and pain management. Have you had recent decrease in energy, lack of sex drive, feel moody, grumpy, or sad? If so, you may have low testosterone and be a candidate for bioidentical hormone replacement. Listen to what 2 of my patients have to say.
Before I came to the Ford Clinic, I had to have a nap every day.
When I got off work, I'd lay around, really didn't want to do much and felt real lazy.
I've noticed since I had the testosterone implant that I can go a good 8 hours doing the things I enjoy doing.
I had it done, it took about 25, 30 minutes, 5 months, and I'm doing good. My stomach, my muscles, they've completely changed. My fat level has dropped. I get to go out and run, exercise with my son. My muscles are just getting stronger.
If you'd like to change your life, please call me at Ford Center for Pain Management and Anti-Aging Medicine at 423-400-9115.
It's a very simple process, and it's well worth it.
Welcome back to the show. We have with us Samantha Young, who is representing Rock the Relief this morning. Samantha, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So tell us, Samantha, what is Rock the Relief? What is this about?
Last April, we had this series of tornadoes and storms, and there was a lot of Bradley County affected, and we weren't really televised, and nobody really heard too much about East Tennessee because of everything that happened in Alabama. And then Chattanooga got a lot of press, but Bradley County was just sort of left out of the loop. So my friend Brian Jackson came up with this idea, Rock the Relief. We were going to have a benefit, and last year we had it in Polk County up at Dumpy's. It was a really neat venue. Pretty much just to raise awareness and show, you know, we were majorly affected. We had some, I think 500 people whose homes were completely destroyed.
Yeah, something bad like that.
And then thousands displaced, and there are still people displaced. So what we're trying to do with, this is actually the third benefit. There was a tiny second one at Pokey's in between the two events. So this third one is just to raise that awareness. And we're kind of going to take it up a step. We're going to have a 2-day festival.
Whoa. You're taking it up a step.
Festival.
Yeah.
2-day music
in
festival.
Bradley County. That's awesome.
In Bradley County.
In Bradley County. Yes. We have
Chattanooga has nothing on us.
Exactly.
Riverbend,
Not
what?
at all. Riverbend. But the fun part of this is we're actually implementing camping. So we're going to try and do like a mini Bonnaroo.
That little baby Bonnaroo.
A little baby Bonnaroo.
A baby Roo in Bradley County. That's
Right.
awesome.
A baby
A baby Roo.
A Joey.
Little Joey.
A Joey Roo. So we're going to have, there's just nothing like this. And so we wanted to implement the camping really to give strength to the people that are still displaced and they're still in motels. And
that's really neat. That's really symbolic kind of to have us all out there together just spending and having just one night out.
We're going to try and do 2 nights.
Okay.
I think we're going to start it on Friday the 27th, the anniversary of the storm.
Okay.
And we'll start music around 5 when people start getting off of work. And then probably have the last band around 10 and we're thinking we're going to set up a bonfire and have some of the artists just kind of sit around the fire. And
wow.
That is so cool.
Anyone that wants to bring a guitar is welcome to and just kind of jam with it.
So where is it located?
It's actually located right off Morgan Road.
Okay.
Or on Morgan Road, right off Eureka Road here in Bradley County toward Charleston.
Which got heavily hit by the storm.
Yeah, it was.
That area did, so that's really cool.
So North Bradley County is
Bradley County.
the focus there.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Is there like an amphitheater there, or is it like a...
Actually, it's a friend of ours. His name is Grant Perkle, and he's just a very big advocate for trying to help out the community.
Mm-hmm.
He built a beautiful stage that you could fit the Atlanta Philharmonic on.
Wow.
It's so cool. Humongous with knotty pine. It's beautiful. And he just has a little amphitheater set up. 10 acres, plenty of space for camping, 2 barns, perfect for any kind of food that you could possibly have. Yeah. It's a really neat site.
Cool.
So
very cool.
Are you guys fundraising through entrance fees or just asking people to donate? Or?
No, we are going to have a ticket price.
Okay.
And what we're trying to implement is to have a day pass and then also an all-inclusive pass.
Okay.
We want people to be able to come and not have to be nickel and dimed once they're there.
Mm-hmm.
So if you buy this all-inclusive pass, it actually covers your camping, your parking, and your food.
Wow.
Awesome.
Okay. Great. And so now, what kind of music are we talking about? We're just like, you say Rock the Relief, and I think, this is like Bonnaroo, or this is like, Woodstock, or what are we talking about here?
Well, we're not prejudicing against any music. That if anyone wants to participate, they're welcome to. We are actually currently looking for bands.
Okay.
We've got a few in our back pocket, but we do need as many as we can for a 2-day festival.
So any sort of genre can participate?
Any genre.
You're not just saying country or bluegrass?
Like bluegrass would be awesome.
Bluegrass would be amazing.
Location, yeah.
So those of you out there, if you are a member of a bluegrass band or you know somebody who is, this would be a great venue for them to go ahead and do that. It would.
It's a beautiful place.
Now, we have a lot of Christian music in the area. Is that welcome as well? Or?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Any genre is welcome.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Rock the Relief.
Yeah.
So now where would people, to get more information about this, you said it's early in the process, early in the stages, but if they wanted to get more information, do they have a place they can go?
Yes, you can call the founder of this foundation. His name is Brian Jackson. His number is 544-2020, or you can call myself, and my number is 284-1079.
So 544-2020.
Yes.
And then your number is?
284-1079.
1079, and you're the
Yes.
two contacts for this right
Yes.
now. Do you think that eventually you might do a website or a Facebook page
We
or
do
something
have a
like that?
Facebook page.
Okay.
We do.
I liked it, so you should like it.
Yes.
Okay, by like, she means she actually pushed the like
like
button
the
on
like
Facebook.
button.
There's some of the people out there, man, I
Sorry,
have no
it's how you
idea
kind of join-
what Facebook is.
I hope people
I think
are
they
at least
should know,
aware
yeah, I think,
at this
yeah,
point.
there are a lot of people who-
that's a great way. Honestly, Facebook was important, surprisingly, after the storms. Facebook and Twitter were ways that people were communicating things. I know that the different relief organizations that formed shortly after the tornadoes last year, it was a way to get everyone updated, because you'd have groups with 500 followers and people wanting to know where they could go serve, how they could help out. And so this is great. That's a great way to get people involved again now. I think it's important with the first anniversary coming up to keep it, to remind people. It stinks and it's not something that's happy to think about, but it's incredible to me. I moved back to Cleveland last January, and then when this happened and seeing how this community came together, it was insane.
It's really cool.
Huge, and it's so, that hasn't happened other places. And I believe FEMA, when they were here, said, we don't you've taken a lot of the work out of the way. You know, we did a lot already, so this is great. That's another way to kind of remind people in a like awesome, community-oriented way. It's really exciting, and I love. Okay, who doesn't like music? And the idea of getting to come share that with the community.
Not me. I love music. I would think most people do.
I would too.
But I think it is fantastic. There are so many ways that people can get involved in helping out. I mean, of course, the United Way has done so much work. The churches in the area, the Ministerial Association, so much work. And now we have Rock the Relief, which is another avenue that people can get involved with and help out in some way, raise awareness of this or do whatever. So it's fantastic, Samantha, that you guys are pulling this together.
Thank you. We're really excited about it.
I am too. I'm very excited. Now, one last thing. You have communicated to me that you are Canadian, of Canadian descent. Is this right?
It's true.
All right. So what is it like above the Arctic Circle?
Above here. Everyone lives in igloos.
Really? See?
No.
That's exactly what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. But you're only half Canadian, right?
Yes.
Your other part is American?
Yes, she is.
Your mom is.
My
your
mother
dad
is.
is American or is Canadian?
Yes.
Okay. Well, where from in Canada?
My dad is from a small town just outside Montreal called Thetford Mines.
Thetford Mines, near Montreal.
Yes.
Thailand.
Thailand.
Nobody knows where Canada is, and nobody in this country actually cares. I apologize
Oh, goodness.
to you. I'm just kidding. I'm just
And it
kidding.
begins again.
I'm just kidding, and you're going to find out why in a little bit.
That's true. He's bitter.
Samantha, it is wonderful to have you on.
Thank you for being on.
Keep working and keep striving and keep us informed because we want to try to promote this the closer it gets.
Yes,
So.
thank you.
Samantha Young for Rock the Relief. We will be right back with our entertainment correspondent, of course, Sarah Anderson, talking about what else? The Oscars. Right after these messages. Stick around.
Hi, I'm Brittany Jackson. Join me every Wednesday night at 6:30 and midnight where we will highlight local sports, chat with coaches, and discover new tips every week. Only on In the Spotlight with Brittany Jackson.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dennis Ford, board certified in anti-aging medicine and pain management. Have you had recent decrease in energy, lack of sex drive, feel moody, grumpy, or sad? If so, you may have low testosterone and be a candidate for bioidentical hormone replacement. Listen to what two of my patients have to say.
Before I came to the Ford Clinic, I had to have a nap every day.
When I got off work, I'd lay around, really didn't want to do much and felt real lazy.
I've noticed since I had the testosterone implant that I can go a good 8 hours doing the things I enjoy doing.
I had it done, took about 25, 30 minutes, 5 months, and I'm doing good. My stomach, my muscles, they've completely changed. My fat level has dropped. Get to go out and run, exercise with my son. My muscles are just getting stronger.
If you'd like to change your life, please call me at Ford Center for Pain Management and Anti-Aging Medicine at 423-400-9115.
It's a very simple process and it's well worth it.
Hello, I'm Dr. Gupta, and I'd like to introduce you to a valuable new healthcare solution here in Cleveland. Hyperbaric Services of East Tennessee is now open and accepting patients. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy is an incredible treatment clinically tested for a variety of physical and neurologic conditions, including autism, multiple sclerosis, fibromyalgia, migraine headaches, chronic fatigue syndrome, and even sports injuries and sprains. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy is a simple, safe, and painless process that raises a patient's oxygen level in the body. This increased oxygen level in our tissues and organs boosts the body's natural healing abilities and allows our bodies to function at a higher level. We will be happy to work in cooperation with your regular physician. However, referral is not required for this treatment. So whether you're dealing with a weekend injury, a chronic medical condition, or looking for anti-aging solutions, you owe it to yourself to explore what hyperbaric oxygen treatment can do for you or your loved ones. I invite you to contact us today for some more information.
I'm Wes Robbins with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. When it comes to employee benefits, we've got you covered. Call me today for the best service and best solutions to your group health and employee benefits needs. At Landmark Insurance Brokerage, we've got you covered.
Welcome back. We just had Samantha Young on, Rock the Relief. It's a fantastic idea. But now we're getting to the whole reason that we exist.
Yes, the entirety.
And that is entertainment.
At least the reason I'm here. So.
Yeah. The reason, no, you're here as co-host, Sarah.
Oh, I forgot my role.
Because you are my friend.
Oh.
And you're doing this for me.
Yes, that's
right?
what it is. It's all for Matt.
Oscars.
Not for the greater good. The Oscars. Sunday night.
So what happened? I mean, I watched them, but
yes.
I need to hear what are the big things that came out of the Oscars night?
Well, okay, first of all, Billy Crystal hosted, which this was his 9th time, I believe, hosting.
Yes.
So he was kind of, during the 90s, he was kind of, the thing. It'd been a while since they'd had him on, but this was kind of trying to recover after last year's, I'm going to use the term debacle.
Yes.
With James Franco and Anne Hathaway. Love them both. Not a good decision.
It was horrible.
The Academy, foolish.
But Billy Crystal's good.
Billy Crystal, yeah, no, that was good. And there are critics saying that it was stale, that it was dry. I was entertained. I'm 24, and I still thought it was hilarious. So I know some people maybe were over like the Billy shtick. There were some of his jokes didn't quite hit the mark, but you can't be funny for 5 hours.
Right.
I don't think anyone can.
Right.
You can't.
And most of his stuff was good.
A lot of it was really good. He only had a few months to prepare due to Eddie Murphy backing out.
Plus, he did the whole, and he's very classically known. He did like the video montage at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like in all the
there were some
major
good
movies.
montages. Yeah, there were some really. I think the video editing work for it was really good overall.
He got to kiss George Clooney.
Yes, which was huge. And I think I saw a quote this morning saying something like, "It only goes to prove that anyone, man or woman, would kiss George Clooney if given the opportunity."
Yes.
I think that's true.
Yes.
I mean, I think that's a valid statement to make.
I certainly would, myself.
I know.
I think Ryerson may have already done that, actually.
I wouldn't be surprised if Matt had somehow met George Clooney.
He finds George Clooney very attractive. I know he does. So
moving on.
But we're happy with the host. The host.
Yeah, the host. I think it was
good
good
reviews.
overall. A lot of the presenters were solid. They used only A-list artists this year. I don't think they took too many risks with the presentation.
Yes.
You had some funny moments. You had some kind of like bobble moments, but they were all still. I mean, they were cute. I think most of it was very.
You mean like the Robert Downey Jr.?
Yeah, that was kind of an awkward.
Paltrow.
I mean, Gwyneth looked stunning and was wearing a cape, and I don't even know, but she always looks fantastic. Robert Downey Jr. looked like he had his act kind of together. You never know.
Even though it may have been a little awkward.
It was a little awkward. Yeah, that little moment. They came out and he was pretending to shoot a documentary. Yeah. The presenter, kind of playing to the artist, But so it was a little awkward. Had that cheesy moment, but it worked.
And he was deadpan the whole time. He was straight faced the whole time, selling it hard.
Yeah.
You know who I really enjoyed as a presenter?
Who?
Emma Stone.
Yes, she's a doll.
She came out and she was so excited to be her first time, and they just played on that.
They played that up, which was good because that way, if she was nervous or anything or overly giggly, which she sometimes can do, it just no one would notice because they played that part up.
And then Ben Stiller was who she was with.
Yes.
And he was just deadpan, straight like in the past. Yep. And she even made allusions to it in the past. He wore like blue makeup for Avatar. He came in like an
Avatar, yeah.
And so he's done a lot of but that time he was just perfectly straight.
Mm-hmm.
And Emma Stone was the color of that. And she was good. She
was. And she looked great. Her
red dress. For those of you who don't necessarily know who Emma Stone is, she was the lead actress, or one of the lead actresses in
The Help. That was her
big.
She's had several movies leading up to that and has only gotten bigger. But The Help, it was honestly, I was talking about this with my friend John Sunday night when we were watching, but she was kind of just a supporting role in that movie.
Oh, really? Okay.
She was the main character, but really, the stars in that movie, Octavia Spencer, Viola Davis. Like, really, I mean, and that's what that's how it should have been. It was about The Help. It wasn't about her journey, but it was also about the transformation of her family's life.
Yeah.
And the way that we
kind of saw The Help through her eyes.
Yes, which was great.
And she was the lead actress in that, and she was just fantastic
Wonderful.
as a presenter and in the movie. But all right, what else? What else you got?
Speaking about the movies.
Yes.
And we can touch back on other cool moments in the show itself. Cirque du Soleil performed.
That was really cool.
Was really neat. As you know, I've seen reviews, people saying that was out of place. I don't care. Cirque du Soleil, fantastic anytime.
Yeah,
you put them wherever, and I think it works.
I was a little disappointed about the music.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a funny moment when Billy Crystal did this raised thing, and it was all music and the whole thing, and then it stops, and he said, what do you got to do?
Yeah. It was beautiful.
That's so we could have the caterer. You know, we just spared some money on that. So, but they just had a couple of songs that were actually up for Oscars, and I think a good one won. But
yeah.
But
so on to the list itself.
Can we talk about something else? Is it possible? No, we have to talk about this.
Yeah, this has to. Okay. I'm sorry, he's really upset. We'll start with not by any means not smaller, but we'll save the one that Matt is dreading for last.
Yes.
For writing for adapted screenplay, and I have to say this. I'm not going to announce a lot of the smaller ones, but this one I have to say because this movie deserved an Oscar, so they did at least get one. For writing for adapted screenplay, which of course means this was already a story that had been written. It was adapted. It was a book that was in, and there were some excellent things nominated for that, and The Descendants won.
Oh, yes.
So they did get some recognition.
Yes.
Of course, George got recognition just by being nominated, but unfortunately...
Yeah, but George didn't win.
No, unfortunately, well, not... I've seen The Artist now, and it deserved everything it got.
Really?
The Artist... Yes, incredible movie.
Get it out, Sarah.
I'm just overwhelmed. It was joyful. It was hopeful. There was depth in there. The fact that it was a silent film was fantastic. You don't even think about it. You're watching it and just glued to it. And of course, Jean Dujardin did win for Best Actor.
Right,
which was
some French guy.
He's fantastic. See the movie.
Okay,
really.
fine,
Just do
whatever.
it. I'm sorry it wasn't George Clooney, your man crush. For Best Actress... Well, sorry, I'll rewind. For Best Animated Feature, Rango with Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
So, which I don't even know. I never saw him last night. I don't know if he was actually an appearance or not.
I don't think he was there, but...
Best Supporting Actress, Octavia Spencer for The Help.
Which was cool.
Yes, and it was a beautiful moment, and she was all flabbergasted and didn't know how to... She was flustered, and it was so genuine and sweet.
I felt a little bad that Melissa McCarthy didn't win. Because she's a comedian, and I like to see comedians...
If Octavia hadn't won, that is who I wanted to win because I love that Melissa even got nominated for Bridesmaids, of course.
For the movie Bridesmaids, which it's not
that
horribly
great.
Crude, and the movie was okay, but
but she was by far the best part of that movie for me.
Yeah.
And I love Kristen Wiig, who was kind of the star of that film.
Yeah.
Kristen Wiig is best in small doses. Like, she doesn't need a 2-hour-long movie, in my opinion. She's hilarious, but give her, like an SNL sketch and let her run with that.
Saturday Night Live, yeah.
But, okay, so, yeah, Best Actress Supporting, Octavia Spencer. So happy. Actor Supporting, also a prediction that I made last week and was correct.
You did.
Christopher Plummer for Beginners.
Plummer, 82 years young.
Yes, insane. Looks fantastic. Had this gorgeous velvet suit on, just looking dapper and dashing.
And from everything, he put in a stellar performance, apparently.
Yes, he did. And the concept of Beginners is a young man or younger man, Ewan McGregor, finding out that not only has something about his father or his grandfather has terminal cancer and also
learns about his life.
Yes, all these stories about his life.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is that this man, anyway, he was in The Sound of Music.
He was the captain in The Sound of Music.
He was in The Sound of Music.
In The Sound of Music.
And this is the first Oscar he's ever won.
Yes.
The first Oscar. The man was in The Sound of Music.
He was adorable. When he accepted it, he made some joke about how it was born.
It was 2 years older than he was.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And why have we never met, or something like that? Some very cute.
So we heard about Best Actor. What about Best Actress?
Best Actress.
It's Viola Davis, right?
Sadly, no. Though the Best Actress category was the one that I agreed the most with everything nominated. All the people that were nominated for it in that.
Oh, really?
Yes, in that category.
But it's
they
amazing.
Were all fantastic. They all deserved it. Meryl Streep has been nominated 17 times, and the woman just won her third. Which is huge. And the fact that...
I don't know. Has there been anybody else who's won 3? I mean, for acting?
For Best Actress? I honestly don't know.
That is
good to know.
I think you got Tom Hanks. He's won 2. You've got, Jack Nicholson. He's won 2, I think. And I mean, but I don't think anybody else has won 3.
I mean, she's the queen of Hollywood right now, and she even.
That was for that movie Iron Lady.
Yes.
Yeah.
For her acceptance speech, she said lots of beautiful things, and one of them was something like, "I know I'll probably never be up here again." Mm-hmm. So she thanked all of her peers.
Right.
And some of those peers, yeah. She'll at least the girl's got some more in her, I'm sure. But that was fantastically reviewed movie, though there were critics about the historical accuracy of it. Sure. And that's what happens when you when you make a movie about someone who's still living that was a huge character. There are going to be critics.
Who cares about history? So director?
Blanking.
Michelle.
Thank you. Yes, for the artist.
For the artist.
Michelle for the artist.
And then of course Best Picture?
The artist.
The artist. Yes. Which means I have lost the bet.
To me.
I said that it was The Descendants who was going to win. She said it was the artist. Mm-hmm. And we made a bet, and she said if she lost, she would bake me chocolate chip cookies. And I was so looking forward to those. But then I said if I lost, she asked me to do this, I would sing the Canadian national anthem.
Because we know how much she loves Canada and has pride for our northern brothers or brethren.
So I have lost, which means next week on this program right here, Matt Ryerson is going to witness this and everything else. I am going to sing the Canadian national anthem, "O Canada."
Yes.
Right here on this show.
I can't wait. So
yes, you're so excited, and I am dreading every moment from now until then.
And Jennifer's going to supply us with a Canadian flag so we can be truly patriotic here. We are so excited.
Yes, okay, patriotic for a country that I don't even know where it is.
It's true.
It's somewhere in the world, and I am not big on geography. Thank you for that lowdown of the Oscars this last Sunday night. Hopefully you watched them and enjoyed them.
Do yourself a favor, go Google just, best moments from it. There were some gems. It wasn't, probably not the best Oscars ever to be
right, but at least
produced, it was solid.
It was better than last year.
It was better than last year.
And there were a lot of good movies out
there
this year.
There were some really good moments too, yeah.
All right, well, we're going to take another break, and then we're going to come back with the things that matter, and then we'll end it after that. So stick around. We'll be right back.
I'm Kathy Guy with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. Call us today for all your personal insurance needs. With 28 years in the insurance business, I have the solutions and pricing you are looking for. At Landmark Insurance Brokerage, we've got you covered.
Hello, I'm Dr. Gupta, and I'd like to introduce you to a valuable new healthcare solution here in Cleveland. Hyperbaric Services of East Tennessee is now open and accepting patients. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy is an incredible treatment clinically tested for a variety of physical and neurologic conditions, including autism, multiple sclerosis, fibromyalgia, migraine headaches, chronic fatigue syndrome, and even sports injuries and sprains. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy is a simple, safe, and painless process that raises a patient's oxygen level in the body. This increased oxygen level in our tissues and organs boosts the body's natural healing abilities and allows our bodies to function at a higher level. We will be happy to work in cooperation with your regular physician. However, referral is not required for this treatment. So whether you're dealing with a weekend injury, a chronic medical condition, or looking for anti-aging solutions, you owe it to yourself to explore what hyperbaric oxygen treatment can do for you or your loved ones. I invite you to contact us today for some more information.
Hi, I'm Brittany Jackson. Join me every Wednesday night at 6:30 and midnight where we will highlight local sports, chat with coaches, and discover new tips every week. Only on In the Spotlight with Brittany Jackson.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dennis Ford, board certified in anti-aging medicine and pain management. Have you had recent decrease in energy, lack of sex drive, feel moody, grumpy, or sad? If so, you may have low testosterone and be a candidate for bioidentical hormone replacement. Listen to what 2 of my patients have to say.
Before I came to the Ford Clinic, I had to have a nap every day.
When I got off work, I'd lay around, really didn't want to do much, and felt real lazy.
I've noticed since I had the testosterone implant that I can go a good 8 hours doing the things I enjoy doing.
I had it done, it took about 25-30 minutes, 5 months, and I'm doing good. My stomach, my muscles, they've completely changed. My fat level has dropped. Get to go out and run, exercise with my son. My muscles are just getting stronger.
If you'd like to change your life, please call me at Ford Center for Pain Management and Anti-Aging Medicine at 423-400-9115.
It's a very simple process, and it's well worth it.
Welcome back, everyone. My name is Matt, and these are the things that matter. A 72-year-old man from Western Nepal, I'm sorry on this camera here, is hoping to prove to Guinness World Records that he's the world's shortest man. Chandra Bahadur Dangi claims to be only 22 inches tall. Guinness World Records currently recognizes Junri Balawing of the Philippines, who is 23.5 inches tall, as the shortest man in the world. So this 72-year-old man is hoping to be the world's shortest man. What do you think of that?
That is impressively short.
My wondering is, like, he's 72 years old. He's been short his whole life.
Yeah.
Why is he just now coming out?
Well, maybe, I don't know. I'm wondering if perhaps he's gotten shorter. You know, some people get taller or older.
When they get older, they shrink. How horrible is that? So he was 20.
I bet he was maybe 24 inches tall.
He was 24 inches tall.
Horrible.
And then as he got older, he shrunk.
That's so sad.
Oh my goodness gracious.
But that's exciting. I mean, that maybe he just never, you know, he's never had anything major in his life. And someone said, oh, well, there's this thing that you can apply for because you're so short, we're going to give you recognition for it.
Now, you know who the tallest man in the world currently is?
I know I've heard of this, but no, I don't.
He's from Turkey.
Yeah.
He's 8 feet and I think it's 7 inches tall.
That is insane.
8 feet, 7 inches tall.
I have a friend who's 6'8", and that is tall enough.
Yeah.
Like, that's insanely tall.
I have a friend who's 6'7". Actually,
Yeah.
my cousin's 6'7". But then the tallest man ever was a man who was 8 foot 11 inches tall.
How does that?
9 feet
happen?
tall. 9 feet tall.
How does
basically.
that happen?
Well, it's some gland.
Okay.
In the body that's called gigantism, and the gland never stops working.
So you're just
and
constantly.
so you constantly grow, and you grow until you're so big. The problem is that the bones and the muscles and everything else, they don't adapt well to that.
And you're putting all that.
I wonder
strain
if
on your
the
body.
shortest man, who's 72, if his muscles and everything adapt and he's able to walk and everything else.
That would be interesting
so
to know
short.
how capable he is.
But he is less than 2 feet tall, but he's 72 years old. That's just amazing.
That's insane.
Amazing.
I would love to see a photo of that man. Because how tall is that? I don't even know.
It's like, it's about,
wow.
about as tall as that. Anyway, all right. Slovaks have been voting overwhelmingly in favor of naming a new pedestrian and cycling bridge near their capital for 1980s action film star Chuck Norris. The actor's work has become popular and it's kind of kitschy fun among Slovaks and a mainstay for local jokes about macho strength and invisibility.
Invincibility. He was
Invincibility. And actually, we have those jokes here in America, too. Chuck Norris jokes. And apparently, Chuck Norris is going to have a bridge named after him in Slovakia. That is something else.
Yeah. I can't imagine having a bridge named after you anywhere, much less in Slovakia.
Do you know Chuck Norris is 72 years old?
Oh, is he?
Yeah, and he's only 24 inches tall. No, I don't know. He's not 24 inches tall. He is a short man. But no, Chuck Norris, for some reason, Chuck Norris has captivated our consciousness for now, what is it, 30, 40 years?
And what did he do? He created a TV show that really wasn't that good.
Well, that wasn't just a TV show. He was in movies before that.
That's true, yeah.
He was Delta Force.
Yeah.
And he's a martial arts guy, so he was
Which, that's the big thing. I mean, but Jackie Chan is too. And there's some Jackie Chan jokes, but that hasn't stuck with the subconscious of America.
Now, Jack Bauer has come on.
That's true.
Jack Bauer, of course, the famous character from the 24 television series. And Matt Ryerson and I are huge fans of 24.
Of course you are.
And huge fans of Jack Bauer. You know, Jack Bauer had an arm wrestling competition with Superman, and the loser had to wear his underwear on the outside of his pants. In honor of Chuck Norris, I have some Chuck Norris jokes that I thought I'd throw out to you and see what you think there, Sarah. Chuck Norris, here's one. Fear of spiders is arachnophobia. Fear of tight spaces is claustrophobia. Fear of Chuck Norris is called logic.
Beautiful.
You're not laughing. It's not that funny.
It's
funny. When the boogeyman goes to sleep every night, he checks his closet for Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris can lead a horse to water and make it drink.
Oh, goodness. He's so talented.
If you spell Chuck Norris in the game Scrabble, you win forever. And the last one, when Chuck Norris sends in his taxes, he sends blank forms and includes only a picture of himself, crouched and ready to attack. Chuck Norris has not had to pay taxes ever. The IRS is scared of Chuck Norris.
You know you've made it. You know you're a terrifying creature
if the IRS is scared of you, if they refuse to make you pay taxes because of what might happen. There are plenty more where that comes from. You get on Google and check those out. But those are some of the ones that I found funny.
Very good.
Some of them are kind of stupid, but that one was pretty funny. In 2008, the conspiracy community went bonkers over a series of spectacular UFO sightings over Stephenville, Texas, which is a small town just 4 minutes flying time from George W. Bush's ranch in Crawford, Texas. Witnesses described one object as a mile wide and extremely fast with intense bright lights. Some saw jet fighters pursuing this enormous craft. Others claimed the jets were actually escorting it.
Ooh.
Radar reports confirmed something massive did fly through the central Texas skies, heading in the direction of Bush's ranch. This experience has caused the those that care, the UFO sighting world, to declare that Crawford, Texas, specifically George W. Bush's ranch, is the best place in America to seek out UFOs. The best place in America to seek out and look for UFOs, W's ranch.
It's interesting. Wouldn't consider George W. Bush to be associated with aliens.
But no, it's not aliens. It's all governmental conspiracy.
That's true, yeah.
And you would expect a former president to maybe be in the thick of that.
To be wrapped up with that.
Right? Mm-hmm. Everybody knows Reagan, the first Bush, Clinton. They're all messed up in conspiracies, right?
Of course they are.
All of them. Mm-hmm. Barack Obama, he's messed up in conspiracies.
Totally. All of them.
Actually, that's kind of what the GOP is saying right now. Republicans are saying Barack Obama's this big conspiracy theory going on. All presidents are involved in conspiracy
I mean, they're always
theories.
accused of that, for sure. I mean,
we know this because of Richard Nixon.
That's true. He's just the one that got caught.
He's the only one who got caught, but every single other one has been involved in that. And so George W. Bush is trying to hide aliens.
That makes complete sense to me.
Doesn't it? You heard it here first, folks. George W. Bush
He's hiding
is covering up aliens on his ranch in Crawford, Texas. All right. Now, this is an interesting one, also dealing with what some people have thought to be aliens as well. Stonehenge.
Oh, yeah.
In Scotland. Mm-hmm. Theories about the purpose of Stonehenge range from a secular calendar to a place of spiritual worship. You know, the Druids. Talked about the Druids. Now, and you know what, this is a side note, but I used to live in Washington State, and they actually have a Stonehenge in Washington State. It's set up identical to the Scottish Stonehenge.
Is it a smaller version, or?
No, I've never been to the one in Scotland, so I guess it might be smaller, but it's set up and it's the same thing, and it's paying homage to the Scottish Stonehenge.
That's cool.
Either that, or it's a beacon for the aliens to be able to find us in the States.
I think that's
whereas
valid.
in Stonehenge, the aliens can find them in Scotland. You see that whole thing? Okay.
I mean, the Great Wall of China was the same type of concept.
Now there's an archaeologist who suggests that the Stonehenge monument in southern England may have been an attempt to mimic a sound-based illusion. At certain points, the sound waves produced by two bagpipe players would cancel each other out, creating creating spots where the sound is dampened. So in Stonehenge, you have two bagpipe players, and if they get into the same spot, you can actually be in there and not be able to hear the bagpipes playing, even though they would be playing. Wow. They cancel each other out.
So they're saying that this ancient civilization created this massive monument
just for an experiment.
For this cool sound. Oh, let's see if we create this.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to have to believe the archaeologist. And you know what? The aliens would probably be mad.
Probably.
That he's trying to
take away their thunder. Mm-hmm.
Talk about conspiracy theories.
Or the aliens were already here and then said, hey, if you create this cool circular thing with these massive stones, you can
So the aliens are the ones who told everybody about this sound illusion that they just decided to build.
Well, because aliens were like super far advanced.
Maybe they did it for secret meetings because then they could talk to each other, but nobody else could hear them. That actually
is a really interesting concept.
Right?
I wonder if it would work with voices, because voices are so tonal.
Bagpipes?
Yeah.
I don't know. Some people, and some of the instructors here at this college, they drone, just like bagpipes.
Like bagpipes. I'm sure there are students that would agree with that.
That was a great joke. That was
You've
a good
offended the entire faculty now. Good job.
Oh, I'm including myself in that. I am including myself in that. Well, my name is Matt, and those are the things that matter, the only things that matter, including Chuck Norris jokes. We'll be right back. We'll have a look at the weather, and then we'll end it after that. So stick around.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dennis Ford, board certified in anti-aging medicine and pain management. Have you had a recent decrease in energy, lack of sex drive, feel moody, grumpy, or sad? If so, you may have low testosterone and be a candidate for bioidentical hormone replacement. Listen to what two of my patients have to say.
Before I came to the Ford Clinic, I had to have a nap every day.
When I got off work, I'd lay around, really didn't want to do much and felt real lazy.
I've noticed since I had the testosterone implant that I can go a good 8 hours doing the things I enjoy doing.
I had it done, it took about 25-30 minutes, 5 months, and I'm doing good. My stomach, my muscles, they've completely changed. My fat level has dropped. I get to go out and run, exercise with my son. My muscles are just getting stronger.
If you'd like to change your life, please call me at Ford Center for Pain Management and Anti-Aging Medicine at 423-400-9115.
It's a very simple process, and it's well worth it.
I'm Byron Winters with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. Contact me for all of your business insurance needs. From general liability to workers' comp, commercial auto, and business umbrellas, Landmark Insurance has you covered.
Hyperbaric Services of East Tennessee is now open in Cleveland. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy is an incredible treatment, clinically tested for a variety of physical and neurologic conditions, including autism, migraine headaches, even sprains and injuries. It is a simple, safe, and painless process that raises a patient's oxygen level, providing an array of health benefits. So whether you're dealing with a weekend sports injury, chronic condition, or looking for anti-aging, you owe it to yourself to explore what Hyperbaric Services can do for you.
Hi, I'm Brittany Jackson. Join me every Wednesday night at 6:30 and midnight where we will highlight local sports, chat with coaches, and discover new tips every week. Only on In the Spotlight with Brittany Jackson.
Well, welcome back. Let's take a quick look at the weather right now and see the heat that is coming into our area here. High of 70 today with a low of 57 and a chance of rain. Tomorrow, thunderstorms. So pack your rain slicks and your boots and raincoats and everything else. High of 70 and a low of 48. And then Thursday, it's going to brighten up, be sunny. High of 77 and a low of 48. That's like almost 80 degrees. That's almost summer weather.
Pretty hot, yeah.
That's disgusting.
That's not beginning of March weather.
Yeah. It's really kind of gross. Coming up this weekend, Sarah, you may not know this. Actually, I might be.
Oh.
Yeah. The Cleveland State is hosting a Dr. Seuss birthday celebration.
Oh, we talked about that. I just got really excited.
Oh, yes, you did.
We had talked about that a while ago, and I hadn't heard of it.
That's coming up this Saturday, beginning at 10 a.m.
Okay.
Here at the library of Cleveland State campus. There's going to be stuff that we do outside too, probably, because I think it's going to clear up. It's not going to be raining that day.
Good.
It's really important. And in the library and everything else, Dr. Seuss' birthday celebration is coming up this weekend from 10 until about 1 o'clock. The great thing is the first 800 kids get a free book.
That is so cool. Do you know what are they giving out?
Well, the book is, they're going to be a number of books, I think. Okay. 2 primary books. One fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish is the Dr. Seuss book. They have other books. That's the main one that we're doing. And Kiwanis has been fortunate enough to donate the funds to purchase the books.
That was awesome.
And so the books are care of the Kiwanis Club of Cleveland. And so the first 800 kids who come through get a book.
It's really
which is awesome. And they do this to promote literacy and the importance of reading and education in our children in early childhood. Do you know that the performance of a child in preschool, kindergarten age, that it's 90% predictable to their performance in high school?
Really? 90%? That's huge.
Basically what that means is if they're successful in preschool, they're more likely to be successful in high school.
I guess that correlation makes sense.
Which is kind of interesting. So the more we can get them reading and focused on education in preschool, then the more likely they're to do well in high school and graduate and the whole thing. So that's coming up this weekend on Saturday, March 3rd.
Which is great because in a few weeks, a Dr. Seuss movie is coming out.
It's coming out, I think it's coming out.
Is it?
Friday.
No, this weekend?
Because the Lorax, I think they're corresponding it with Dr. Seuss's birthday, which is March 2nd.
That makes complete sense then.
And,
well done.
So I think that that's coming out this weekend. The Lorax will be out, and then we have the Dr. Seuss celebration. So if you have kids, or if you have grandkids, or if you are a kid, come on out. They're going to be giving books out, and more than that. Cat in the Hat will be there.
Oh,
balloons, face painting. It's lots of fun.
I will come and get my face painted.
That's good. And Suzanne Wood, who is the Director of Early Childhood Education here at Cleveland State, fantastic lady. She is my favorite person of the week because of this event that's coming up.
Yeah.
And I've been working. I've known her for as long as I've been here at Cleveland State. Wonderful lady, probably the nicest lady on campus.
And
they do a lot of work for this project, this thing that's coming up, and I will be there handing books out.
So where is it going to be again?
It's the library on Cleveland State campus.
Great.
Yeah, right off of Atkinson.
And it lasts from, did you say
10 to 1?
Okay.
10 to 1. Yeah. So what about you? You have a favorite person this week?
I do. My favorite person this week is Sue Berger and her husband Gary. And that is actually who I house sit for occasionally with the cute Boston Terriers. But I met Sue when I worked with Habitat. She was a volunteer there. And she has just an awesome, hilarious, first of all. You need to meet her. You would think she's great. But she has a great volunteerism spirit, and I love that in someone. And
that's what you like, volunteers. You're a big volunteer person.
Yeah.
You're very
bleeding heart, whatever. I don't know.
Bleeding heart.
I hate that term, but yeah, no. So that's just that same type of thing that you like about Suzanne is that heart that someone has just to give back. So.
Yes. Suzanne's got a heart for kids. She's got a heart for helping people, and apparently for little Boston Terriers.
Yeah.
So
who doesn't?
I don't.
Oh.
We are done. We are done. Those are our final thoughts. Thank you so much for being with us. Ryerson is with us next week. And so you have a wonderful week, and we will see you then.